I'm talking fast-paced action. I'm talking lights, camera, action. You better be about that action, cause ain't no need for no act. Talking hits so hard they breaking backs. Yeah, I ain't with all the chitter chatter, only talking facts. It's the NAL, we be playing indoors, no outdoors, and it ain't on the ground.
Good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to NAL Game Day. I am Jim Renier. Week 9 is here. 3 games, a lot of implications, but we got to go to the past and check out Week 8 and some of the results, look at some stats, look at some highlights, and look at some interesting league leaders who are leading halfway through the season. And also, ladies and gentlemen, as I teased it last week, we actually have to talk about this week. Playoff scenarios are officially here, and they're kicking off Week 9. But before we get talking about our playoff scenarios, our games, our highlights, and even some of the interactions around the NAL, we got to remember and thank our sponsors. Black Rifle Coffee, First Form Energy, Hard AF Seltzer, MyBookie, and SNHU. But speaking about action from Week 8, we have to recap one of the biggest games of last week, and it came down to the wire. Here are the top moments of Week 8's matchup between the Southwest Kansas Storm and the Salina Liberty.
2 men in motion, first down and goal, handoff, Brooks, touchdown Liberty. And Salina making it look easy on their second drive of the day. Tracy Brooks walks it in to put Salina up 6-0. They were down here, they handed it to Tracy Brooks. This time it is a give back up the middle and a touchdown for Kayvon Samuels. Salina in the end zone on the ground for the second time today. And Kayvon Samuels down at 6. Lewandowski hands it off. Kayvon Samuels bouncing off tacklers, trying to go against the grain. Does he have another touchdown in him? Yes, he does. Kayvon Samuels, a 13-yard touchdown scamper. And the Liberty strike on their third consecutive drive of the game for Southwest Kansas. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 20-15, our new score. Left hip pocket, Lewandowski will give it to him again, and this time Tracy's in without issue. It's the 4th rushing touchdown for the Liberty today, the 2nd for Tracy Brooks. It's a 2-back set, Mason Pierce in motion. Another give, this time to the end zone, touchdown, Jaden Sutton. And Southwest Kansas gets their first rushing TD of the day as Sutton walks it in from 1 yard out. Gamer for just a minute. You just gotta be ahead in the end. Here's a handoff left side. This could be trouble. Jaden Sutton to the end zone. Touchdown, Southwest Kansas. And the Storm take their first and
27-26 is their final score, and Salina Southwest pulls off the victory after not 1 but 2 attempts to ice the game for Salina. Southwest Kansas gets the win on the road, and with that win, ladies and gentlemen, the Southwest Kansas become the first team in the National Arena League to clinch a postseason berth. They are in with that victory over the Salina Liberty. Also, other final scores around the National Arena League in Week 8. We head to Omaha, where the Omaha Beef all over the Dallas Bulls, 52-18. And another big game happened in Sioux City, where the Sioux City Bandits outlasted the Pueblo Punishers in a rematch of just 3 weeks ago between those two matchups. You have to say, between those two teams, could have a third meeting later in the year, especially in the time that we call the postseason. But Week 8 had some ups and downs and some highlights, as we've seen in there in Salina. But also we had some players of the week to acknowledge. Here are this week's players of the week. Omaha quarterback Giovanni Sanders as the offensive player of the week, followed by the Salina Liberties linebacker Kerry Starks with the defensive player of the week. And the veteran, the franchise himself, the old-timer, Fred Bruno wins for the special teams player of the week for the Sioux City Bandits. But we can also talk about other highlights, but we can also give recognition to some of the league leaders in the National Arena League. So leader right now is Josh Hollins out of the Pueblo with 1,064 yards. He's also leads in passing touchdowns. Demarius Washington from Southwest Kansas leads in receiving yards, followed by Stephen Newbold Jr. leading in touchdown receptions. Southwest Kansas Jaden Sutton leads the league in rushing, while Southwest Kansas Shaquiz Bond leads the league in tackles. 8 weeks in, 6 to go, and we have some credible athletes leading up to some awards that could be given out later in the year, especially at championship weekend. Some great talented players. Hollins, Washington, again, a lot of football to be played, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of action on the field, including here is the updated standings in the National Arena League. As of today, first place is the Southwest Kansas Storm. Southwest Kansas Storm are in first place, and they're the only team that has officially clinched a postseason berth. They are 6-0. Second place is the Punishers at 5-2, followed by the Bandits at 4-2, Liberty at 3-2, Colorado there at 3-3. The Rubaroo right there at number 6 at 1-4. The Beef at 7 at 1-5. And number 8 is the Warbirds at 1-5. Beef's tiebreaker over the Warbirds is the point differential. Gets them at the 7th seed as we speak. There's still a lot of football to discuss, and a lot of things can change in the future here in the NAL, but that's the updated standings. But before we get into more action, especially for week 9, and right after this commercial break, we'll head to Denver, where Tony Thompson, the owner of the Colorado Spartans, had a special opportunity to express his passion for the Colorado Spartans and the city of Denver when he had a chance to speak in front of Denver City Council. We'll be back after this as we break down week 9. And yes, those playoff scenarios for week 9. We'll be back after this. This is Inside the Walls, Game Day edition of NAL Game Day.
We are gold for energy. Send it.
Incoming!
Put the money in the bag, man.
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there? This is awesome! Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
I earned my degree online from SNHU. It was the flexibility. It was very easy with my busy schedule.
Keep pushing. Every single day, you take it a step at a time, and you're gonna do it.
We have families, we have homes, work. It has flexibility for me to live my life, and now I'm here. I graduated.
When Southern New Hampshire University says that they can get you to that finish line, they got me to the finish line. Apply today at snhu.edu.
Whereas the Colorado Spartans were established as a National Arena League franchise in 2023, began play in Loveland, Colorado, and have since relocated to the Denver Coliseum.
All right. Well, good afternoon. Afternoon, Madam President, Councilman Watson, and Denver City Council. It's truly an honor to be here before you guys today. On behalf of the Colorado Spartans, our players, our coaches, dancers, staff, and families, thank you for recognizing our organization. When I brought the Spartans to Denver, we didn't just bring a football team. We brought a commitment to the city. We brought a commitment to its families. We brought a commitment to showing up and being positive role models for the youth. And now I would say we're proud to be a part of the National Arena League, but more importantly, building this as a small business the right way. We're building it one fan at a time, one family at a time, and one relationship at a time. Everything that we do is intentional. We're building something that's family friendly, it's affordable, and it's built around entertainment. We want every person that walks into the Denver Coliseum to feel like they belong. Denver already knows what arena football could feel like. If for those who are around in '87, I was in '88 maybe, but the Denver Dynamite, and then the successful Colorado Crush as well. And so fans remember that action-packed arena and feeling really close to the entertainment, and that's what we're bringing back. But this is bigger than football. It's something that it gets kids active and it gets them off the sidelines into the game. Whether it's football or we have some amazing dancers as well, whether it's football or dance, or any activity that builds confidence and teamwork, our players and our dancers understand that this is something that we take very important, because our players and our dancers are not just performers, but they are role models. And it's something that they take very seriously on and off the field and in the community. We believe in building strong and safe communities, to touch on what you guys were talking about. This is why our final game on May 30th is themed Colorado Strong Communities Night. And it's a night that we recognize first responders, nonprofit organizations, and community leaders who work every day to keep Denver strong and safe and connected. Now, our vision is simple. We want families in Denver to be able to afford professional sports experience. We want kids to meet the players, get the autographs, and believe in something that's bigger, that's possible for these kids. We want the Spartans to become a part of the rhythm of the city. We want a place where people can come together, feel connected, and be proud to represent their hometown. We are grateful to play at the Denver Coliseum. It keeps us connected to the communities. Every fan who walks through those doors, they also help support local restaurants, small businesses in the surrounding neighborhoods. If you've never experienced arena football, I know Councilman Watson's been there a couple times, but I'm gonna tell you this, it's high energy, it's interactive, it's built for fans. Our players dance, not as good as our dancers do, but I tell people, if you catch a football, you can keep that, but if you catch a player, you're gonna throw him back into the game, all right? We're not, I tell people as the Spartans, we're not just building a fan base, we're building good partnerships to support the neighborhoods. And I want to thank this council for welcoming us, believing in what we're building, and recognizing the impact our team like ours can have. And thank you again for this honor. As someone who comes from the Yankton Sioux Reservation in South Dakota, this is an honor, and I'll never forget it. So thank you. Today was pretty amazing. I got an opportunity to talk in front of the Denver City Council and receive a proclamation that we're an official pro sports team here in Denver. So, man, just super honored. I got a little emotional because where I come from, there's always negative, there's some negative that comes out of that, living on the reservation. And I hope that we talked about today about being the light and being a positive impact for youth. And so I hope that some kids can see that, even coming from a little reservation like I came from in South Dakota, the Yankton Sioux Reservation, that things are possible. And so today is a huge step in the right direction, and I hope we leave a lasting legacy for all future Colorado Spartan fans.
We are gold for energy! Send it!
Incoming!
Put the money in the bag, man!
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there?
This is
Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy dropping near you.
Moment for Tony Thompson and the Colorado Spartans to get a chance to speak in front of City Council and give the chance to really lay forth the groundwork of what he and the organization will do for Denver and what he has potential of what both, not just the city, but what the Spartans can do for the community itself. But speaking about the community and speaking about the Spartans, they're on the field tonight in Denver as well. Here are Week 9's matchups around the National Arena League. They kick it off early in Amarillo. Southwest Kansas travels to take on the Warbirds. Kickoff there, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. And, of course, the game on Scripps Sports Network, the Salina Liberty and the Louisiana Rubru kickoff at 7:30 Central Time. And the nightcap, the big one, Pueblo versus Colorado in Denver. Matchup number 2 of a 3-game series in the 2026 season. That kickoff is at 7:05 Mountain Standard Time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know you've been waiting for playoff scenarios for Week 9. Here we go. Let's go over it. Southwest Kansas can clinch a home playoff game with a win or a Colorado loss. No matter what happens tonight's game, Southwest Kansas is in the postseason. A win gets them a home playoff game. That means they can either be the 1, 2, the 3, or the 4 with a win or a Colorado loss. Pueblo is in the same predicament, but they have a little bit of other things that can change their scope on their positioning as well. Pueblo clinches a playoff game with a win or an Amarillo loss. They can also clinch a playoff spot and a home game with a win straight up tonight against the Colorado Spartans. Basically, Southwest and Pueblo, they control their destiny. They both win. They both host a playoff home game. That's either in the first or in the second round. Right now, there are no teams this week in the scenarios that can be mathematically eliminated. So still more important games going on next week in Week 10, Week 11, Week 12, and Week 13. But so far, we're in the postseason scenario season. Southwest Kansas is in already. Now it's positioning battle for Pueblo. A win gets them in. Next week, if things side the way they go this week, Sioux City and Salina will start having some scenarios as well, including Southwest if things go their way tonight as well in Amarillo. Week 9 is here, ladies and gentlemen. Big matchups, incredible implications on the line as we inch closer to the postseason. But before we leave you today on this episode, remember, follow everything NAL related at thenationalarenaleague.com or at NAL Football. And if you're in any of these arenas or near these arenas, get tickets now and visit all the teams' websites via the NAL now, via thenationalarenaleague.com. Get your tickets, go to the games, and get to the buildings. Some incredible action. A lot of these games are very close, very competitive. This is, for me, who has covered this league for over 6 years, this is the most competitive this league has been since. And I'm looking forward to the push towards the postseason. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, you can follow all the action on nal.network.com at nal-network.com. And also, you can follow the game of the week tonight, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, the Salina Liberty and the Louisiana Rubru, which will kick off on the Scripps Sports Network. Before we leave you today, remember to check out our sponsors of Black Rifle Coffee, First Forum Energy, Hard AF Seltzer, SNHU, and MyBookie. I am Jim Renier. This has been the special edition of Inside the Walls Game Day for your enjoyment for Week 9 action in the NL. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. Kickoffs in a few hours. Implications on the line. Postseason is in the horizon. You can start seeing it. Southwest Kansas, Pueblo have a lot to play for tonight to wrap up some crucial home games in the postseason. I'm Jim Renier. This has been NAL Game Days Inside the Walls podcast version. Enjoy tonight's game, and we'll see you guys next week.
I'm talking fast-paced action. Woo! I'm talking lights, camera, action. You better be about that action, cause ain't no need for no act. Talking hits so hard they breaking backs. Yeah, I ain't with all the chitter chatter, only talking facts. It's it's the NAL. We be playing indoors, no outdoors, and it ain't on the ground. It's the NAL, it's the NAL, it's the NAL, it's the NAL.